How we doing, guys? Moose here. This is going to be our final episode of this West Ham Season 1. We're going to give a brief look into the team and maybe check out any contracts that are expiring, see what else is going on here at the end. But we're just going to kind of finish the season up. It'll be a little shorter video, just get a nice squad report to summarize the whole season, see how we did in all our respective championships and everything. To just take a look at the squad before we head into the transfer market and everything in the next season. But if you're watching, be sure to leave a comment. Let me know what players you want me to take a look at. I'll definitely I'll give you a look at the short list I have now, what ideas I'm looking at, what positions we're going to be looking for, and you can let me know players that you think I should try to bring into the side. I'll definitely take a look at them, get them on the short list. And you guys are the scouting network. I like to see that. I know a lot of different career modes that I've seen. The viewers, it really is about them. They help bring in players that they want to see. Obviously, keep in mind that we're not going to have infinite money here. Just West Ham, probably something around $10 million to look at for next year. So be sure to let me know what you think we should bring in. And in terms of that, we're going to go forward here towards the end of the season and take a look at what it brings for us. So simulate a little bit up here. You can see finished top half of the table. Definitely a good finish, 6th. We're going to get an international management offer from Greece here. Not really interested in international management to start out, unless we maybe got something along the lines of England, United States. I'd be interested in the United States job, something a little more higher prestige. As of right now, we're not looking for a Greece or something along that lines. We have a youth squad monthly report. Ben Trotman, you can see decent overall. He's only 15, so maybe we'll loan him out once he turns 16. We can sign him on. But as of this now, we're just going to leave him in the squad, in the youth squad. We'll just advance here to June. See, Joey O'Brien accepted our contract offer, so we're not going to lose him. We can make sure if we're going to get rid of him for next year, it's not going to be on a free transfer. We'll be able to get a little bit back to put into our budget if we get rid of him, but he's been in great form, so we might not. You can see we get a message here from Vazte that he would like to earn more in his wages, so we'll take a look at him real quick. We'll go look at contracts, see what Vazte is making, what he would like in terms of the future. Wages per week, you can see he's only making 15. He's got a year left, and he's interested in 25. We actually don't even have that much in our wage budget yet, so we're going to have to wait and see if we can get rid of some players, maybe get a little more in the wage budget in terms to be able to bring someone in for that. But so as of right now, we'll leave him where he's at. We'll make sure to bring this up once we get into the new season, see what our transfer budget's going to be. But we're definitely interested in keeping him around since we're not going to have Andy Carroll next year. He's on loan, so technically he'll probably be stuck here because of the glitch, but I don't want to use him since he's only on a year-long loan to West Ham, so we're going to act like he's not here next season. So we won't have Carroll, so Vazte is going to be a key integral part, especially after he scored 17 goals for us last year. So we'll definitely keep that in mind that he wants some more wages. We got some player contracts expiring soon. Carlton Cole, Blair Turgot, a lot of players that we want to take a look at. Cole, you can see he's making $15,000. We're not going to keep him around because he hasn't really fit into the squad. He's only scored twice for me. Doesn't really fit into what we're trying to do here, so I'm not really going to bring any of these people back in. Weir and Moncur, they don't really have a future with the squad. They're only 60 overall. They're not going to break into the side. Tom Beatus, I actually offered him a contract, but he wants too much. I'm not going to offer him in terms of wages. Turgot, he's 2.250. If we can keep him around the same, maybe I could keep him as a little depth. He wants 4 years. We'll go for that. We'll offer him a contract, keep him around. Otherwise, we're just going to let everybody else go here. We'll see. As long as he accepts that, we'll be happy with it. And then we'll just get a nice squad report in before we end this video, end the season, and then we'll get into next season. We see Turgot accepts that, so that's good. We'll keep him around. If we need to, we can loan him out, send him on a transfer, something, get a little money back for him. See, we can move up. We got a monthly scouting update here. Got a few players coming in. Adam Martin here, 51 to 73 potential. We're not going to keep him around. Dean Thompson, 68 to 94 potential. That's something you like to see. And then Lucas Flyman, 56 to 78. We're going to let him go. But Thompson, we're going to definitely sign on. 94 potential. You like seeing that. And we'll just see if he can develop into something here. And as of right now, I'm not really looking to do anything else with the team, so we're just going to save it real quick. My West Ham career. And obviously it's not 2005, but with not being signed in at the moment, the date gets all messed up. So we'll take a look at the squad here, just get a nice squad report before we finish up the season, and that'll be it for this video. You can see we got Butland here, 5 clean sheets and 20 appearances. He would have had a few more, but he got a little bit screwed over on some penalties, some shoddy calls, ended up giving up 1-goal games and those type of things. But obviously he's been in great form, very happy. Got great. He's gone up +2. Obviously, we hope he develops even more going into the future. He's our goalie of the future, so it's fantastic to have him around. Jallet, he's a guy, he's 29, so we can keep him around for another year or two before we have to sell him. I brought him in from PSG this year. He's very strong. You can see improved in interceptions. Got a few technical improvements. That's very good for us. Collins, he's a 74+1. He's in good form. His value is only $2 million right now, so it might be tough to get rid of him. It's unfortunate, but he's a strong center back that we can keep around for another year. I'm looking to bring in a center back. We'll see it on the short list. So, Collins is someone who'll be there, but he might end up into a backup role next season, depending on if I can bring anyone in. Tompkins, he's fantastic. +3. He's gone up great in physical stats, stamina, reactions. Strength is +4. Wonderful tackling. You can see he's +4 and +5 in his tackles. He's fantastic for me. You can see Wilson's also gone up +3. He's just green all across the board. He's fantastic. Been playing him at left back, so it's fantastic to have him back there. He's a strong player. And you see green everywhere, so we hope he just continues to improve, getting more valuable for us. Sissoko, what can we say? He's fantastic. Great speed, wonderful stamina. He can run for days. You see great improvements in a lot of technical skills. He's gone up +6, +7, +5. He's scored a few big goals for us, 3 goals in only 13 appearances, so that was huge for us as a CDM. See, it improved his scoring ability, really. Jack Collison, +4, gone up fantastically in his technical abilities, ball control, dribbling, his passing is just wonderful. So he's somebody I like to have around on the right mid just because he's a great passer, good to have there. Jarvis, he's also gone up +2, he has wonderful pace, very fast, great to have him on the wing. Those are definitely, we're looking to keep them as our 2 starting wings, left mid, right mid, going into the future in our 4-1-2-1-2 formation because they're just great pace, move the ball well, that's what we like to see. Short passing went up a bit. Nolan, he's our captain. He's in good form. 75, though. We might see that start to decline since he's hit age 30, which will be unfortunate. That's why we're looking to bring in a cam, maybe a center fielder, someone that can play that role right behind the strikers. So that's something we're looking to bring in for next year. Andy Carroll, it's tough we're losing him. He went out +2. He's a great player. Had 21 goals for us, but you can see 9 of them were in the cup. So was solid in the Premier League. 9 goals in 35 appearances, but we'll lose him, so that's unfortunate. We have Maiga still, though, 14 goals on the season. He's gone up a little bit. His finishing's great, 82 shot power, so he fits very well on there. We're definitely looking to keep him unless we get some kind of big offer. We got a $12.5 million offer during the season for him that, unfortunately, we didn't get rid of him just because they couldn't agree on contract terms. But still, I'm around. We'll see what we can do with him next year. McCartney, he's already gone down, lost 1. He's in bad form. We're definitely going to be looking to ship him out just to get a little wage, free up some wages, and get a little something to add to the transfer budget to bring in some players. Diami, he's fantastic. He's our backup CDM, really. Can also fit into a left mid role, so he's fantastic to have. Continues to improve, and we hope to see him continue to improve. Winston Reed, another center back depth. He's got some good improvement there. Joey O'Brien, also +2, so he's actually gone up in value. He's in great form, so we're happy to keep him around. He re-signed his contract at least. But if we have to get rid of him, we can maybe get a mill back into our transfer budget for him. So that's good that we're not going to at least lose him on a free transfer. We also have Noble. He's threatened because we have 2 strong CDMs. So if we have to, I could see us getting rid of Noble just because he has great value, 4.2. He's only 26. So there's a potential that we might get rid of Noble. Obviously, let me know what you guys think if I should get rid of Noble. He's a good leader, but if we want to bring in a top-notch striker or a cam, then we might have to free up some budget and get rid of Noble. It's unfortunate, but Vasta, he's fantastic. He improved +2. He scored a whole bunch of goals, 17 goals for us, 13 in the Premier League, one of the leading scorers in the Premiership. So he improved significantly. Wants a little bit more in his wage budget, but obviously, like I said, once we get rid of McCartney and other players like that off our wage budget, Carlton Cole, we'll be able to give Vasta that little bit of increase to help soothe his morale. As you can see, it's unhappy, but really it's only over his wages. Taylor, he's gone down. He's getting red, 72 just because of his age. He's hit 31. He has fantastic curve and great long shots, but other than that, it's not much we can do with him. We're probably going to end up selling him just because he's really going to be a backup to Jarvis, and we can also use Diami, players like that, in a role on the left mid. We might keep Taylor around just as a backup, but that all depends on what we can do in terms of making transfers. We also have this Wesley Gimbert. he was my scout found him. He had potential going up into the 90s, so signed him on. We'll maybe loan him out next year. But he's a 68 cam, which is unbelievable. We need a cam, and if he can develop in the coming year, he'll definitely be huge for the squad to bring in. Considering Nolan's age, we're going to need a nice young player to bring in there. Stephen Howard, another youth player that I signed on. He's 16. He's gone up +2 since I've had him in my youth academy. He's a left winger, so he should be a good player that I can bring in and use. If I need to get rid of Taylor, Howard can maybe step in, get some games, just to be able to fill in for Jarvis when he needs a break. We also have Richard Eckersley. He's gone up +5 in a CDM role. Signed him on the youth squad. So hopefully he shows some good potential. He's very happy. We'd probably end up loaning him out next year just because he's not going to see the pitch as a CDM with Diami and Sissoko back there. But someone good to have. We have Turgon re-signed. He's gone up +1. We're probably going to loan him out just to do something. Maybe sell him off just to see what we can get for him. Peli Rodok, another guy that we'll probably end up selling off. A lot of these guys down here. Tombias we're going to lose. Potti, he's a good solid left back. We can throw him into some cup ties, maybe some weaker Premiership matches just to give some rest to Wilson, have a nice left back to throw in there if we get rid of O'Brien, just because we'll need that little bit of depth. Finimo, we're going to lose these guys to contracts. Jordan Spence, he's strong. He's a good right back, another guy we can throw in. Just a lot of depth for the squad. We need some squad depth. He goes up. I know he'll be up over 70. He's fantastic technical side of the ball. He's gone up very well, so I'd like to see continued improvement from him, get him into some games. You see he only got 7 appearances this year, but we'll definitely try to get him in more next year. Cole, we're going to lose him. Yeskalina, he's going to retire. But, that's all right. We have Butland. We're going to have to bring in a backup goalkeeper. Maybe we'll see if we can sign a free agent just to keep it cheap. Ravon Morrison will be coming back from loan. He's another guy that makes Taylor expendable because Morrison can play so well. He's gone up +5. He's 69 overall already. He's only 20. So Taylor will definitely probably be on the way out in the transfer window. Let me know what you think I should do with him. But Morrison definitely can come in and improve. Driver, McCallum, these guys will all be coming back from loans. Leget's another guy is a cam, 65. He's gone up +5 already that I could maybe bring in as a backup to Nolan or whoever we can acquire as a cam just because, just a little bit of depth there because we're really thin at that cam position right now. Hall will also be a nice depth striker to bring into a few games. He was on loan this year. So that's the squad. That's pretty much it for this video. I'm going to sim up, and the next video we'll get into the season. Let me know what you guys think we should do in terms of players. Let me know any players that you want to see me take a look at. Right before we leave, we'll take a look at just the short list. Let you know what positions I'm looking at. Looking at some cams, obviously Pratt. He's gone up to 70. He's 3.6 million. Not terrible value. I wish his finishing was higher, but hopefully something we can work on. He's a little more affordable. Moreno, I think, is a great potential player to bring in. Great ball control and dribbling, solid passing. His finishing 77 is not bad. Good on penalties in case we get rid of Noble. Noble's my penalty taker right now. But so he's fantastic. Not too expensive at age 26 to bring in from Bolton. So that's a potential. Ben Court, he's available for loan right now potentially. So I'm not opposed to bringing players into loan. Maybe have the option to buy them at the end. Torres, another more affordable option. He's 72, value of $5 million already at age 18. So he's going to be fantastic. Like I said, not great finishing, but what can we do? Kadori's a cheap, more expensive option, but he's probably lesser on the list just because of how expensive he is. Vorsa is the guy I was talking about. I want to bring in good tackling, very strong, good aggression, not bad pace for a center back either. He's a big player. Definitely can be someone that we can keep back there for the next 5-6 years. Vorsa, he's very strong. Cute, another young, strong option. Vorsa's a little cheaper, so I think it'll be a little easier to bring him in. Definitely Zuma, Camparise, Masi, they're very expensive. Definitely not going to be able to bring those guys in unless we make a big move. Vargas, these are just kind of some reach options that I was looking for center fielders. Ben Khalifa is at 11 million. He's fantastic. Filippo, obviously, he's just a wonderful player. Look at the pace. Look at the balance, the stamina, reactions. Solid finishing stats. 74 can work on that. Great curve. So he's a player. Only 11 million. If we were to get rid of, say, Maiga, we could put Filippo into that striker role and do something with him there just because he has the wonderful pace that Maiga doesn't have that we could inject into the squad that doesn't have a lot of pace up front. Butner, he's a cheaper left back option just because my left backs are really, I have Potts and Spence is a right back. That's really all I have back there in terms of depth. So Butner's a cheaper option, a young guy that we can bring in from United just to maybe get some depth into the squad. Piatti, I looked at him at the beginning of the year. He's gone up to 18 million. We're not going to be able to bring him in. Sterling also on loan we can bring in to get a little pace in terms of mids. We also saw that we have Ravel Morris and some guys that we can bring back from loan that would be able to fit into that side. Also, we have Raphael. Not really Lasses potentially as a mid, but only really for the pace, not much else. Diouf, a striker, Boyd, Oliveira. We're going to get more into this in depth next year. Vieira, Benteke, a lot of striker options to bring in. Locadia, Lacazette, Boykier, and Benzia, and Gabs as well. But a lot of options there in terms of strikers, so be sure to let me know what you think I should do, and we will see you in Season 2. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.